we're going to be covering, and then we'll have like a Q&A at the end. Anything? Okay, anyway.
What's
that?
Were we supposed to say something there?
Anything to add? I mean, the rules are pretty simple. It's pretty common sense. I don't know where Pseudo went, but...
Yeah, we lost the host. Thank God. Just kidding.
Thank God she's gone. We can finally have an untamed discussion.
Yeah, we have no one telling us to do our homework now.
Yeah, the rules are pretty simple here. Just follow the guidelines. Don't be rude. Don't swear. Simple. Should we wait for Pseudo to come back? Let me see.
Yeah, she has to do something.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I want to start off by... So recently we did a collab. Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
So anyway, recently we did a collab with Gridiron, which was the football Amino. Some of you know, like Billy / Adam / whatever you want to call him.
Cypher.
Cypher. Whatever. I think he was a former staff member, and then he's like retired. But anyway, him and like the staff team worked together on making the event happen, and I just want to know your thoughts on the event. Like, even if you weren't involved, even if you didn't participate, like from the outside, what did it look like? You know, was it something you'd want to see again? Did we do enough, etc.?
Give some feedback.
Oh dear.
No.
Match hasn't started yet. So would you say we need to, if we were to do that in the future,
in terms
we need to like get timings and stuff more sorted out?
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, what I was mainly asking for was in terms of like the setup and like the actual like what you're doing, like the actual event. Like, does it seem interesting enough? Does it seem like something we could do again? Billy says no. That's pretty tough.
This is the part where you guys type in chat.
Yeah, please type.
Yeah.
I like how Raise
can't just have Raise.
Come on, guys. The poor dude is the only person talking.
Wait, actually, no. That's actually, I really like that because, okay, so Gridiron is not very interesting to you guys, but that's fine because we're actually working on a different, it was Gridiron.
Collab.
Yeah, the collab with Gridiron. Anyway, go ahead, Flame.
I was gonna say that, like, if you forgot the name, it's in the chat description.
Yeah. Anyway, for Raze, who was talking about PvP, we're actually working on a current collab with The Walking Dead Amino, and we're thinking we'll have like some form of a survival games in some way. It's still in like the early development like process. And we just want to know what you guys... Yeah, we just want to know what you guys think about that. Because it'll be like... It'll have zombies in it, obviously, because it's The Walking Dead. But we're thinking it'll revolve around, like, a survival games, mainly. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you, like... I mean, I love Hunger Games.
Thank you very much.
And, like, I don't know about anyone else, but, like, I think this kind of event would be amazing around Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
Zombies and stuff. What's more to add than zombies and Halloween?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be perfect for that time of year. But yeah, I mean, if you guys... I mean, obviously it's still in early development, so we'll probably for the next podcast too, we'll probably discuss. Because obviously there's not a lot there yet, but it's just something to put in your mind. Let's see. So we also, as you've probably seen, we've added a new team and like actually, I guess we put it in place of an old one. So we got rid of build committee, and now we put in aesthetic committee.
So we replaced it.
Exactly.
R.I.P. Build Committee.
Yeah, rest in peace. You will
Rest in
probably
peace.
be missed.
It's gonna be sad, like when some of the old members come back and find out it's gone.
Oh
True. Well, our
no.
plans for aesthetic committee, the reason we made the committee, like we talked about it and we decided it was a good idea, is because it's just to create like, you know, just better quality posts, because that's all what we're going for, is just more quality in terms of the latest feed, the featured feed, etc.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of
Yeah,
things.
for those of you that are really amazing at making posts, I'm looking at you, Knox. I want to see some nice applications.
You're not seeing
Yeah.
applications.
Exactly.
I know I'm not looking at them, but like
Yeah, you did that to yourself.
but like I better see some good people, like at least hearing that some people have applied. You
Hey,
know.
Vanessa. Your like sentence right there already has more than 10 words.
Yeah, that's great. But unfortunately, some people do not know how to.
Narcs, you can
Pretty
open your
bad.
own aesthetic shop if you want or something, but like, I don't really think it should be like an official thing, in my opinion.
An aesthetic shop. Well, what would what would you put in an aesthetic shop?
I probably think like headers and stuff like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah, that would probably not be official, but it could always be something you do personally. But yeah, obviously, I think within the community, aesthetic committee seems pretty popular from just like the reaction to the posts and the announcement. Also, to some people, it did seem weird that we made a non-staff member, you know, leader of aesthetic committee. To explain that a little, just we know that Jax can be trusted and that he has like the qualifications, I guess. I mean, I guess it sounds bad for an MCA group, but he has kind of what we're looking for in terms of someone who can lead a group like that, who is creating certain aesthetics for the community and trying to better the quality of the community. Anything to follow up?
On like his skill. And he has worked pretty hard on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe that Jackson is a great leader for his team.
We haven't seen him lead yet, but I mean,
we believe
he does well. We believe that he does well. That he'll do well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that. If we can do anything more with a team. Obviously, we've already heard the aesthetic shop, but are there any other ideas?
A speedrun committee is not a thing that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
What would a speedrun committee even be?
Literally just speedruns.
Okay, so along with the aesthetic committee, we also recently reopened like curator applications, which I'm sure, like, looking at the list of people in here, I'm sure most of you have applied, if not all of you. Which is great actually, because we have currently 22 applications. So we're hoping, from what I've seen so far, they look really promising to me, and I actually really like them. So thanks for submitting like actual worthwhile applications and not troll ones, because we get a lot of those too.
I mean, there were some of them that were.
Yeah, we get so many troll applications, or at least like not troll, but some of them are like from people who just recently joined the community. So it's like, why are you applying? Anyway,
To how I judge things, if I'm being honest.
actually, Alien, I'd like to hear what you think about like what you looked for whenever you did curator applications, or when you looked to. Because I know it's been a while since you were a leader,
It's your
I'm
time
sure.
to shine.
Yeah, I'm sure you remember something. Yeah, you can just
Speaking
join
of-
in now.
All right, well, let me introduce myself. I'm Alien. I'm the world-renowned leader. So, when I was looking for curators, we really looked for people that just seem mature enough to be able to be a role model for the community. People that kind of seemed well-rounded on not only posting things that were quality and relevant, but can also keep up a conversation with new members, old members, friends, have people that are less biased when it comes to posts. Yeah, I mean, that's really what we were looking for. We didn't have as much. I also didn't do too much of the choosing, but yeah, that's really what it was.
That's kind of
You
what I
also
did,
looked
right?
for tryhards, right? Writing like long comments on people's posts. Favoring them a lot.
Yeah, we were looking for a lot of people just to bring stuff to the community rather than having stuff that's normal.
Yeah, that's true. If I may ask, who during your time as like staff member was your favorite curator that you promoted? That like best fit the qualifications you were looking for and the qualities. Colo. I mean
Colo
Colo.
was definitely, Colo was definitely the one.
Colo's pretty great. Yeah.
So that's what I remember. It's hard to remember
Definitely.
because it's been so long.
Yeah,
and so many
that's
people
true.
change names throughout, so it's hard to remember who they are.
It's been what, like almost like 2.5 years since you've
It's been like 4
leader,
years.
right? No, it hasn't been 4 years. What? You were literally a leader in like 2017.
I wasn't. I think I stopped going as leader because of college. So, and I'm a senior now.
Gotta wait. Let me check your mod history. There's no way. Hold up.
It's been a while. I know I haven't done it during college.
Oh, you stopped July 24th of 2017. That's when you were removed as a leader.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's like literally right before college. So it's like
That's
3
not
years.
4 years. Yeah, that's 3 years. Damn, that's crazy. It doesn't feel like that long ago, to be honest.
It doesn't, but at the same time, it does. I've done a lot of things after I was leader.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Let me see.
Alright. Well,
How's life treating you?
okay.
How's life treating you?
Yeah, how's life treating you?
Treating me?
Yeah.
Well, treating me really good now, even with COVID happening. I'm a assistant director on a movie and a TV show right now.
Damn.
That's
I've
pretty
been
cool.
I've been to the Emmys 3 times. I've directed a few short films. I've directed a few documentaries. I mean, I have a pretty good life in Chicago. Having a lot of fun. About to graduate college.
And it's all because you were MCA leader, of course.
Well,
That's the only
honestly,
reason.
I would say that it actually helped because I learned a lot being a leader, just gaining my leadership skills, having a lot of, I was able to understand people's perspectives a lot more. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
good.
Yeah, I don't know what's with the eyes. I don't know why everyone's sending eyes.
Maybe because they
People
see
were
something.
simping for your voice earlier, so I don't know
I
if they're
know.
still simping for you.
So please talk more.
Pseudo, you were gonna say something, right? I think
Well,
so.
I just want to go back to our current curator applications and some things people said in response to one of the questions we had, which were the I didn't write it down. I'm so stupid. Anyway, there was a part where it was asking about who like, what would you do if you became creator to better the community? So, and like some of the things we got in there were I found kind of interesting. So, the first one was a suggestion box for people to potentially put in their ideas for what they want the community to be. So just wondering what you guys think of that.
Yeah, and I've had a few people propose to me something similar, like not a suggestion box, but like a feedback chat, feedback post. Yeah, the podcasts are for that, but I don't know, people obviously can't always attend the podcasts, and sometimes they're too lazy to listen to the recording. So if there's always a way to like... What's that?
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was saying, like,
I've
maybe
been
it'd be a
hogging
good
the
idea
conversation.
to have a forum. Maybe it'd be a good idea to have like a forum that's just completely like open all the time, and people can just go there and put ideas anonymously when they want.
Yeah.
And then we can look at that.
Yeah. I actually kind of like what Max said. Why not make the recording post the suggestion post? It could work. We can definitely try for this next one to also make it a suggestion post, see what happens. Definitely an easy fix or a change. What other?
Well, another thing was more perks for MCA Plus. So I'm not sure like where they were particularly going with that, like for more perks, because I'm not sure on like how many perks MCA Plus does have, but if like people feel like there's not enough, then maybe we could add more.
Yeah, that's something I did see. Go ahead, Flame.
So like,
if anyone has any ideas, just type it in chat.
MCA Plus and stuff.
For one of the suggestions I saw was a battle pass, but I'm not really sure. I forget who submitted that, and obviously it's anonymous, so...
The thing was about perks for the MCA Plus store. What ideas do you guys have? And why would you have a battle pass? That's my question.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a suggestion, but I'm not sure. Like,
they mentioned it in the application, and like I just put it down.
The MCA battle pass.
The MCA Plus.
You have no guidelines apply to you for 24 hours. Do what you want. True chaos. How expensive would we have to make something like that? No, actually, we would never do that. But if we were to make it, how expensive would we make it?
5K minimum.
The rules do not apply to you for 24 hours.
You guys are basically paying to not. You guys are paying to break the rules essentially.
Yep.
MCA Battle Pass. You can break the rules on MCA for 1 hour.
Amino wide purge. Oh god.
Oh no.
This would burn down pretty. It'd be over. Obviously, this is something we see like in every application post for like what people want to see more of, and it's usually more events and collabs, which we're working on currently with the Walking Dead collab. We were gonna do a Five Nights at Freddy's collab, but that fell through. I'm low-key glad it didn't happen.
Well,
aesthetic community. Okay, so that's just dependent on like what ideas come in mind later. Like, aesthetic community was just like a thing that was suggested in one of these podcasts, or I think it was in the other chats. I'm not sure, but yeah, that kind of came from like you guys, so that's just dependent.
Yeah, no, yeah. Also, Max, to answer your question, yeah, or not your question, but your comment, that collab would be pretty bad. Oh yeah. I also wanted to ask your guys' thoughts on the media team, like what It's on. We're not going to cover it too much, but I just want to know what you think the media team could be doing more of. We are not doing a Gotcha live collab. Leave
Yeah,
now.
same.
Oh,
But yeah, media team, because I don't know. Sometimes I'd say it's like semi-inactive right now, but it is. We're still planning to do stuff with it, so we want to see what
yeah.
you guys like.
No, not meetup, media. Okay, well,
Yeah, not
actually,
meetup team.
I misread
Media team.
Media.
his whatever his message. But I guess if someone could record the meetups, then that could be cool.
I mean, I would if I could.
It would give content to the channel
Yeah.
and other platforms.
Media team is definitely a team that requires a lot more work than some of the others. Actually, you could probably argue it requires, but either way, it's something that we're planning to expand. It's just we have to find the right time, the right amount of people, the right people
Yeah.
too. But yeah, eventually it'll come back. It's not going to meet the same fate as the build committee, at least not right now.
Maybe it's
and actually,
not on Discord, actually.
Yeah,
Sorry,
media
yeah.
team doesn't do stuff with Discord.
Go on, Ali.
So what was it that you covered that we got from the last podcast? Because I have a whole list here.
Oh, Jesus, give me a second.
There was a ton of stuff that was suggested, mostly in the Q&A portion, but
Okay, someone suggested an MCA charity.
oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I don't know what exactly an MCA charity would.
Wouldn't have that been the charity stream that I would have done?
Oh no, I think was it that? I think it was just like a general suggestion. I don't think it was like specifically for you. But...
Well, no, not specifically for me, but like what I did in the past.
Oh yeah.
Like it would have been a charity stream on Twitch.
I think I remember that now. Yeah. Actually, and then someone suggested the TikTok account. I really hope that was a joke.
Please be
Pretty sure it was a joke. I'm like 99% sure that was a joke. A survival realm / a server. That's also something that was suggested. That's been tried before. We can always give it another try, but it would cost money.
See, the problem with the server that MCA had in the past was that nobody actually ran it. So like, if you were gonna have something like that, you would have to find a legit server host that would make mini games and make survival worlds and keep the community active on it. Other than that, it's really not worth it. And also, you would have to consider the fact that you would have to choose between Java or Bedrock for that. So
yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
true. If picking one would shut the other out. So.
Exactly.
We have Max advertising.
Is he advertising?
Well, not really.
Max up advertising. Imagine, I've had people. I think there was one person last time who like advertised like another Amino.
He's helping.
Let me see. What other suggestions were there? Oh yeah, there was a lot of talk about an art committee. Obviously, that was struck down just because art is way too broad of a subject to make a whole committee or like a whole team for it. It would be
and like we kind of
way too broad.
Yeah, that it have the same thing as the build committee. So
let me see.
Any specific committee that's for like art builds, renders, or like whatever is kind of too broad, and like it's just doesn't have like a consistent thing that they can do. It's just
I
like,
think if you were going to have something like that, they would have to be members led, kind of like build teams and stuff like that. You would have to make it so somebody leads it on their own without the actual community backing it, and it kind of just does its own thing. That's the only way that we did it, and it made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So like,
Go ahead, Shieda.
so like it just isn't like, I don't really feel like an art committee or a build committee can do something any normal member can do, and I don't want to restrict anyone who is doing art or builds to be like, oh, I can't do that because I'm not in the build committee. Like,
Right.
that would be pretty sad.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that was
You know?
kind of what we, as a staff team, kind of came to the conclusion of, is just it wouldn't work out. But luckily, you guys suggested the aesthetic committee in the last podcast, and that became reality. So good job there. You're 1 for 2. That's pretty good. There was a lot of talk about challenges too, like just discussing like whether we should like recycle old challenges. Have like we used to do this, but like have build and art like challenges, like specific challenges, and we rotate those out. We used to do that with the event team, but then some people that really like either didn't want to do art challenges or didn't want to do build challenges or didn't know how to do a specific art challenge, just like weren't exactly thrilled by being put on like a rotation challenge. That
So it's just random at this point.
yeah, and also again, art is really really broad, so it's like making a specific challenge for it is kind of hard because I've had to do one before and it didn't go too well, I would say. My building challenges were definitely more successful than my art challenges.
It also had a controversial past, I guess.
Yeah.
And then people want more art challenges too.
Yeah, just more art inclusion and challenges in general, I think, is what people want.
It's kind of a thing that's already going on right now, though.
True.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I think was MCA prom also mentioned in the last podcast?
It was. I was going to bring you as my date.
I think Alec, you were the one who brought it up.
Well, I did bring it up because I said my high school was doing a prom.
And then like everyone was just like MCA prom, and then it happened. So,
how would you say
guys.
it was in terms of like success? Because I mean, you were one of the main people on it.
I think it's really good. Like I had a lot of fun and like just bringing the event together, and like it was just really, it was a really good event to just have fun and do things.
It was definitely fun for the time I was able to be there because I had to go to work in like the middle of it, but it was really fun while I was there. The maze kind of made me mad because I couldn't get out of it, but other than that, it was good.
Narc said a Halloween. I suggested that like in a private voice call once.
A Halloween event?
A Halloween MCA party or MCA Halloween party.
What do you suggest for a Halloween event? We've already got the Walking Dead thing, kind of, possibly.
We're also
maybe happening.
I mean,
overnight.
We might also do like a sort of voice chat event on Halloween. We're thinking maybe like scary stories, which might seem childish, but we are like most of us are children, so it's fine. But yeah, a voice chat event on Halloween would seem kind of fun. I mean, I would say. I don't know what you guys think.
Hmm.
Secret Santa, we're talking Halloween here. What?
I think in
What is
general you
this?
guys should do more voice chats. It ends up bringing the community a lot more close to each other and a lot more personal.
That's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
true. I feel like, yeah, I think we started having more voice chats, or like the modern voice chat events, like a little after the midpoint in 2017. I think Roop and Adam made a voice chat event, and it went pretty well. And after that, like, we started doing it more.
Someone messaged and asked her about another voice chat event. I can't remember the date, but yeah, it's sometime. Well, suggested that sometime soon.
You're having another one. So,
MC Advent. As far as I know, MC Advent is probably happening again. I mean, it seems like a success every time it happens. We've done it for, 2 years now?
But it is pretty
Yeah.
spam. He does have a point about that.
I'm not
Murder
sure
Mystery
about
MC.
MC Advent for Halloween, because Advent things are kind of, or like Advent calendars are kind of just a Christmas thing, and
Yeah.
they're not for Halloween.
Yo,
So,
I just realized.
the what?
You remember the very first like MC Advent that was created by DW?
Right.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I've yet to get a title from that.
You still haven't gotten your title?
Like,
Nope. It's been 2 years.
Okay.
okay, that's the
Here,
title.
wait.
Explain.
Okay, so on my lap, what do you want your title to be?
What the just call it
Give me a title.
something. Elf.
Come on.
I don't know. Elf. Yeah, go with Elf.
Elf? Really? That's it?
Oh,
Santa's
You
helper.
waited 2 years to make your title Elf. Oh my
Bro,
god.
I only just realized about it. Okay.
I'm giving you the ugliest like color,
Wait.
like a barf
Let's-
color,
let's ask
because
that.
that
Right, I'm sending the entire mafia upon you.
was
I never got
terrible.
my title for my
I would like
2016
Reese's
Halloween castle build.
suggestion.
Well, you will continue
Someone
not
said
having your
name
title Alien.
Someone said name the title Daddy Santa.
What? Daddy Santa? No. No. Just no.
Come on, dude. Oh yeah, I finally got a title. That's great.
What the elf?
He wasn't kidding. He did pick a terrible color.
I gave you a terrible color because you waited 2 years to tell me you wanted an elf title.
Dude, I've been telling it like. Actually, I told it last year. I don't know what around the time, but yeah.
Let me see. What else? Okay, back on topic.
Oh dear. Okay.
We kind of went way off topic, but it's fine because we have plenty of time to fill. We want this to go around an hour. I mean, obviously, it doesn't have to go an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of general time window. Let's see. Make the MCA Discord server active was another suggestion. Like do more with the MCA Discord, basically. Maybe have voice chat events on there too. I don't really know if that's the most like. I don't know. We can do it. We can try it. But I feel like on Discord it's just a lot harder.
Like a host an MCA Discord event?
To make sure that people from not MCA aren't there.
I've seen like some Discord servers host like their own events, like movie nights and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we can easily do that. But I feel like every time I check in the MCA Discord, there's always, or at least pretty often, there's like some like trolls or people that like have been banned on here that just kind of like there, or at least I get a lot of like flags about that.
They're like memeing on there.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny, just a little.
Let me see. Actually, Alien, this question's for you. Overall, like, how would you say MCA compares now to when you were like Like, what would you say are the biggest differences? Similarities that you like to still see, things like that.
I'm probably not the best person to ask just because I'm barely ever on here. I really only come on here to come and like chat with people that I know. I also started up that YouTube thing that didn't really work out as well as I thought it would. I mean, in general, I think it's relatively similar. The only thing that's different is like obviously the content has changed, and it seems a lot more structured. But in a way, structure kind of ruins creativity. I think personally, if I was to join a community and I see a lot of rules and a lot of committees and a lot of things that are over their heads, like they don't know what it is, they don't understand what's going on, it's really isolating. I think when I came in, it was the Wild West. Like you literally post whatever you want. You get featured if it's good. If it was not on topic or it was like spam or whatever, it got taken down. That's really all it was. I mean, the curators were usually older than the user base. Not always the greatest thing, but it was pretty similar to that. I don't know. I think things have changed and things have to change. If it was the same way, it wouldn't be what it is now. I think it would have grown less people would have joined. And obviously I see a lot less trolls and stuff like that in chats, which is good. But that's just what I'm seeing. I mean, I'm probably on Amino once a week.
That's fair.
Well, yeah, I think your insight's still pretty good, because I did like what you said about the structured community taking away a lot of.
Same time, has to be rules though. That's what you put in place.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. There just has to be like a middle ground. Let me see. Did we cover everything on the agenda?
No, I don't think we did.
I feel like there might be a few things.
Internships. That's one thing.
Oh yeah, right. Internships. We haven't discussed this too much as a staff team since the last podcast, but in terms of like internships, they would just be. I mean, they're just like they sound. You would literally, I guess, quote unquote, be an intern for like a staff team and just like learn the inner workings. And it's kind of like a trial. It would be like a trial. And if the leaders of the teams like performance on the team, probably become like an actual full-on member.
Yep.
And you wouldn't have to pay for, like, especially for curator, you wouldn't have to pay like money for like 5 days of curator, which some people have done, and it's the reason we don't offer that anymore. It was probably a mistake to offer it in the first place, but at least we tried it. Valentine.
Narks, you're living in 2021. If they're even such
Valentine's kind of far away. We still got Halloween, Christmas, New Year, quite a bit.
Yeah,
Let's make it
2021. 4th of July events. Those used to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but that's literally tomorrow. Time to plan that.
I know, you guys missed out on that chance.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a meetup.
Yep. 4th of July meetup. It's always hard, or harder, with, or at least I've noticed we don't get as many participants with like US or US related holidays like Thanksgiving or 4th of July. But in terms of like for 4th of July, we could like, I don't know, have some kind of sale in the shop, like make titles, I don't know, 50% off or something.
How about 35?
35. How about 100? Just free titles.
Yeah, everything is free. All right.
But the only title you can get is
Yeah,
like U.S. Patriot or something.
That's
Oh
how
my
everyone
god! Exactly. I feel like for holidays such as Thanksgiving or 4th of July, we can probably not do it like such a full-on event, such as like or on the level of Halloween or Christmas, but we can still do something to honor the holiday. And yeah, it's something we can do tomorrow. I can probably discuss it with the staff today. It can be like a last minute thing.
What do you mean by Minecraft theme titles?
Why don't we
Like-
sell Minecraft theme? Like, what do you mean Minecraft theme titles? Like, oh well, I guess I see what you mean. Sell them for cheaper, but they're still like titles you would want to have, even if they're like preset made.
I mean, it kind of takes it away from I guess the rarity of it. I guess.
Oh, titles are not rare on here. Like titles, I've been to other Aminos. Like people barely have titles. We just give them out like crazy. I mean, I don't really.
Like the theme titles.
I mean, not just
Oh, theme
crazy.
titles.
Yeah, those are pretty rare.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Let's see.
Oh my god, that's a lot of money.
Thank you for the coins.
You better
Slowly
split that.
taking away all the money from the community.
You better split that.
We're splitting it now. It's all mine. Obviously.
Oh,
Obviously, it's all mine.
Bruh.
weird.
I say we hold a coup d'etat.
You're gonna stage a coup and you just announce it in front of me? Oh, another
Oh,
50. Thank you.
And that's the story of how Flame was demoted and banned.
Let me see. Anything else you want to discuss on the agenda before we get to like a full-on Q&A?
We still had to like ask Alien like a few questions in general. I mean, we did like bring him in, but like.
Do you have
Never.
something you want to ask him? Because I've asked him a few questions. Don't be shy. He doesn't bite, I don't think.
I do bite though.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Then be afraid he bites, but still ask a question.
Well,
Why did you first join MCA?
I joined. I think it says on my account. Let's see. 5 years and 28 days ago, June 2015.
Wait, did you ask why or when?
I asked why.
Oh, why? Oh. I joined because I was trying to do like the YouTube game. Me and my friend Ray. I found Amino, and then I realized that Ray found it like a couple days before I did, and we both just started posting a whole bunch of YouTube stuff. It wasn't as successful as I thought it would be, but I ended up staying because the community was fun. And then I ended up making a whole bunch of like really cool builds, and then I made the build team. So yeah, I think in general I joined just because it was a community based for Minecraft, and it was an app on my phone that I can get rather than like, I didn't know Reddit, and Discord wasn't a thing. So communities in general for Minecraft was really low. So this was definitely the best one.
Should have joined Seeds Pro, Obviously, the superior community.
Yeah.
And before I get like lynched for saying that. Seeds
worry,
Pro.
don't
No,
worry.
what do you mean Seeds Pro barf? Like Seeds Pro was fun for what it was. It was terrible, I will admit, but it was fun for what it was. I had
So,
fun,
no-
even though it was really bad.
No one's gonna
I
point
wasn't
at
on
the fact that he read the barf emoji. Like, no one's gonna point that out? No? Okay.
No one's gonna point out what?
The fact that you read the barf emoji.
Oh. You don't need to point it out, don't worry.
Alright.
Pseudo, did you have a question for Alien?
I have no questions.
Okay, do you guys in the audience have questions for Alien?
I know somebody was asking about Xanthia. Xanthia was fun. I learned a lot about, keeping control of a community even though I wasn't physically in a room with them or something. It was a great place for me to learn how to build better in Minecraft. Expanded my creativity. It also taught me how to communicate with people that own things like servers and stuff like that. I mean, it was pretty good. Generally, I had a good time. That's all I have to say about Xanthia.
No, someone asked, why do you have a sexy voice? Or how do you have a sexy voice?
Genetics.
Oh my god. Genetics.
Genetics is all it is.
Way to be such a magnet.
Genetics.
What kind of genetics? Swedish genetics.
The sexy voice kind. Do you guys have any questions just in general? Like, not even just for Alien, just in general, like about the community?
Are we going to Q&A now?
Well,
Yeah, I think so. Unless, do you have something else? Because
No.
we discussed internships. We discussed everything that was in the last podcast.
Good at
Flame, you got a
what?
question?
Good at what?
Oh, you're so good. Is there a ballpark time where curator results will be released? Let me see. They closed what, like 3 days ago?
I actually suck at Minecraft, in case you haven't realized. Sorry, y'all.
Not gonna lie, Max. We still have to go through all of the apps and make our decisions on them.
Yeah.
I haven't looked through all of them. I've looked through some of them, and they seem pretty good.
Well, you see,
but
I'm not rushing the apps, that's the thing.
we need to hurry. We'll have them out. General time estimate. We can probably have them out before next weekend?
I wish. I take about 30 minutes to read one app. That's the thing.
Oh my god, what? How?
I'm actually reading through them.
They're not even that long.
No, I just have to think about them. That's the thing.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. But I feel like some of them are no-brainers in either way. Like some of them are no-brainer
Some of them are just definitely
consideration and no-brainer non-consideration.
Some of them are just definitely no.
From what I saw, a lot of you guys had really great apps, so great job. Obviously, we won't be able to promote all of you, which sucks, but at the same time, having 20 curators would definitely be chaotic.
Yeah, especially since Google is doing things easily enough.
If there's anything I can tell you from tryharding for curator, it's great, but you don't have to try hard for it. I don't think the amount of
yeah, you gotta try hard.
effort you put into tryharding is worth. Even though curator is great, it is just a role on the Minecraft community. Even if you're if you're passionate about it, go for it. If you're passionate about MCA, definitely go for it. But definitely shouldn't try hard so bad for it.
Just to get the position.
Just to get a green rectangle.
I mean, honestly, being a curator just means you're going to be hated more. It's really all it is.
True.
Speaking facts.
Very, very true.
And it's funny how everybody's applying to be curator and everything. I was literally dragged into being curator.
You were?
Yeah, I didn't apply. Casey came to me. He was like, "Hey, do you want to be a curator?" I'm like, "I don't know what a curator does." And he's like, "No, it's fine. I'll show you." And he made me curator without even me consenting to be curator.
He just forced curator onto you.
He did. The first menu, buggy.
So, yep, good times.
There should be an agent type green tag, if I'm being honest. like a full-on agent green tag.
Yeah, I don't know why Amino doesn't have like a pre-made title for agent, but
It's because leaders and like the person that runs
Oh my god.
thing really makes no difference. Oh boy.
Oh
Buggy's
shit.
here.
oh, time to run.
All right. Oh no. Hey, hey Bugs. What are you doing here?
Can we just say
This
that I
is-
was the one that promoted Buggy as my leader position afterwards?
I feel like I called his name. Sorry.
What? Oh
I
God.
feel like I called his name a bit too early, and then he just showed up. It was like freaking
Wait, yeah.
Beetlejuice.
It was Buggy who replaced you as leader, right? When you
Yep.
stepped down.
I was the one that suggested to Maddie to make him creator.
So you're to blame for Buggy. I can't believe this. It's your fault. It's
the
your
man
fault.
slaughter.
All this time. Actually, no, Buggy was great. You know, not great like me or Alien, but great.
Everyone's just messing around.
You-
Buggy. We love.
Yeah, I love
Hands
it.
down, best leader has to be Maddie.
What Max said.
Wait, so what'd you say about Maddie, Alien?
Best leader.
Leader? Best agent or best leader?
Well, agent. She was the
Because
agent.
Maddie, I didn't really know much about Maddie. I mean, she banned me. Actually, you banned me too.
I did ban you. But it was because of what happened on the build team when you were on the build team.
Yeah. I was never on build team though.
Weren't you?
I
There's
can't build.
somebody named
I can't build for I can't.
Somebody
build.
was on the build team named Flame, and I banned them.
SMH when the agent has been banned twice.
Well, I was banned by Maddie. Well, okay, I was framed, but I was banned by Maddie, and then I was unbanned. To like say my case, and then Alien banned me again because the investigation was still going on, and then they unbanned me like a day after.
Yeah, Buggy. You should definitely demote him.
Yeah, we will demote Shy as curators.
Damn,
Demote.
Demont.
I like how he spelled it right the first time too.
I don't sound like Flame. I don't think I
No.
sound like him at all.
No, I don't think they
No.
sound alike.
Yeah, he sounds way sexier.
Oh, I do have to update my wiki. It's really, and it's got like way irrelevant stuff now. I'll do it eventually.
The chat's starting to go a bit fast. Give Wish the throne. Okay.
Throne.
Well, any other
What if Wish doesn't want the throne?
Any actual questions?
Yeah, any
Yeah.
actual real questions like about the community? Wait, so actually, real quick, Alien, you were curator or leader under Casey, Jackie, and Maddie, right?
And Lindy.
And who?
Lindy.
Was she ever agent though?
She was for like 5 minutes because when Jackie got taken out, Lindy was made the agent, and then Lindy left because Jackie was gone, and then Maddie was made agent, and they were
No, I
debating
completely
who was going to be
forgot about Lindy.
or Maddie. But yeah, I was curator until Casey got demoted. Then I got to take Casey's place, but not as agent, just as curator or as leader.
Yeah, I forgot that she was agent for a bit.
Not very long.
Yeah, not very long at all. I guess there's been one extra agent that just the sort of serving agent.
He only names
No, it's not a theory. It's actually a fact that Casey got demoted by TA.
Feels bad, man.
And apparently Jackie did as well, but I didn't hear anything about that happening until after I was made leader. So, I don't know. But yeah, I know for a fact Casey got demoted by TA.
There's always bigger fish.
What?
Yep.
Question.
And it's by some sketchy shit that happened too.
Question from this round of apps is going to be via Google Forms. Like, is it going to be a public vote, essentially?
Oh, yeah. So it'll be public vote, but not on MCA, because
So,
we've
like, Google
realized,
Forms?
yeah, it'll be Google Forms.
Okay.
Because on MCA,
You know what was interesting is when we were leaders, me and Maddie, people were suggesting to make curators and leaders voted by the community. I don't know if you guys ever thought about that. Because
we've never done like a full-on like a vote that just 100% decides curators or leaders. We usually have them apply, or what we've done in the past, we've had them apply, and then the community votes on our top picks. But we've never had just like full-on the whole community behind.
I feel like there should be like a campaign kind of thing, like an actual election thing.
There's a lot of people that applied, so that'll probably take a while.
It's true, but
I guess I don't know about your guys'.
I mean, I think
If you can excuse me just for like a few minutes, I'll be right back.
I personally just prefer it being more, I don't know, anonymous in a way for like when the community is voting, because then it's not a popularity contest. So yeah,
but I feel like it would
seriously with that
benefit the community more, no? Because it's less of like a high school election where it's like, oh, my friend is, running for this thing so they can get into college. It's more of like, oh, this person is making a community that I like better. That's the way that I would talk about it.
But then like you have the problem with favoritism and
then some people would still tell people about it. What the hell is going on with the latest feed? What?
What is going on with the latest feed?
I handled it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else you guys would like to add? As we're just stalling until Ali returns.
Yeah, we are stalling. How did you know?
Do you guys have any questions about filmmaking? Can answer any of those.
How do I make it?
Oh, never mind. He's back.
Oh crap!
Wait, so what happened?
Nothing.
I was gone for like 2 or 3 minutes. Like, don't tell me this place burned to the ground.
Don't worry. Nothing happened. It's fine.
No, it's fine.
Let's see. Any more actual like questions? This podcast was definitely more informal than
Important
the last.
Informality makes it more fun, doesn't it?
That's true. That's fair.
It
was definitely way more all over the place.
How about for this last part, we just let people ask the most random questions they can?
Is a banana a fruit or vegetable?
It's definitely a fruit.
It's a fruit.
It's a berry.
It is a berry, actually, I think.
It's a berry.
But that's a fruit.
But a berry is a fruit, so
Yeah,
True.
it's a fruit.
I'm just being.
Wait,
Why
Flynn,
is
you have
my
a Twitter?
That's a good question, Max. Yeah, that's a good question.
Are you gonna answer the question?
Nope.
Hmm.
Is strawberry a berry or fruit? Or strawberry is actually not a fruit.
Correct.
It's a pod, isn't it?
I don't freaking know what a strawberry is.
I don't have fruit classification.
I learned that a cucumber is a fruit. Tomato is a fruit.
Tomato is a fruit.
So therefore, ketchup is a smoothie.
Well, you can make jam. I think it's more of a jam, isn't it?
Probably.
Mayonnaise an instrument?
Mayonnaise is definitely an instrument.
I mean, depends on how you use it.
Exactly.
Okay.
What came first, the egg or the...
The egg, obviously.
I think
Yeah, but
we're
what
going
made the
for
egg?
What made the egg is whatever was evolving.
Huh. Isabel. Byron. Or an editor. I don't know. I think a bell is a
Isabel is a character in Animal Crossing.
I thought she was a character from Phineas.
That too.
Alright, if you guys... okay, the conversation has kind of evolved from MCA.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are fine, like, ending here,
Yeah, I
because
think
these
so.
questions obviously we don't need to be in a podcast. So why is there an echo?
That's alien.
Alien, could you just mute? Thank you. See?
Anyway, yeah, are you guys okay with ending it here?
Yeah, are you gonna do the outro, bro?
And the outro, I mean, I guess just like,
Yeah.
thank you for coming. Please stay safe. Please wear a mask. Like, please
Don't be
Don't
stupid.
die.
don't wear a chin guard. Please.
Don't die or I'll kill you.
But yeah, we'll keep you updated on any more like happenings of the community, and expect a podcast sometime next month in August.
Possibly a VC event.
Yep.
Depends
Well, it
on
was pretty
how
fun. I'd say the turnout was pretty good, and the recording for this podcast will be up soon. If you have any like friends that couldn't make it, just like let them know that a recording will come out soon, and just make like a brief, if you want, just like tell them briefly what happened, if they're wondering. But yeah. Till next time.
Stay safe.
Bye, guys.
Boy.